Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. In today's video, we're going to be jumping back into some Cookie Run Kingdom, and we've got a special one for you guys. We're going to be revisiting the PVE tier list. That is right, man. It has been over a month since we did the last tier list, and I believe we've got somewhere around like 4 additional cookies to add to this overall list. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, so the first thing I want to talk about, and that's going to be just discussing tier list videos in general, right? Like, they're very controversial, so just know and understand that everything that I am setting up for today's tier list video is going to be based on my personal experiences and discussions that I've had with other players, throughout the entire game, all right? Alrighty, now jumping right in here to the first section we've got, and that's going to be taking a look at the SS rank, all right? So, for me personally, the first one up, Dark Choco, obviously, right? This guy is still, even as a epic cookie, is like just impossible to replace in PVE. I just, hands down, they have not come out with a tank, in my opinion, that can replace him. Not really a tank, but a charger cookie. You get the point. His defense break is just absolutely broken. There's nothing really like able to be replaced for that defense's break because you just need it everywhere and it's just that vital. So obviously he keeps his rank at SS. The next one up is going to be Pure Vanilla Cookie, right? Pure Vanilla Cookie, we already know it's the only ancient in the game, the best healer, and not only that, he also provides those damage mitigation shields, which again, absolutely broken. There's nothing that you can argue against that to say that he should not be an SS rank for PvE. So that's going to be Pure Vanilla. Next one up, obviously, is going to be that brand new Sea Fairy Cookie, my friend. Sea Fairy, obviously, no matter what content, PvE or PvP, being the only legendary currently in the game, the developers had to make her broken. So basically, for PvE, 5 enemy stun, absolutely huge. That can change the game on totally in any content that you're running with PvE. Pretty much can just change the outcome. Now, I think Guild Boss Battle would be an exception to that because I don't think the stun really would play a whole lot out for the Guild Boss. But with that being said, definitely needs to be up here on SS rank for every other PvE content. Last but not least, when it comes to the SS rank for the overall cookies, and that's going to be Licorice Cookie. Again, very usable through all different types of PvE content, Guild Boss Battle, your World Exploration, the Chaos Tower, anything, you name it, needs to have a Licorice. And not only that, Licorice is still also ranked pretty high when it comes to PvP as well. So just a really good overall cookie to invest in that can cover a magnitude of different types of content. So moving on to the next rank we've got, and that's going to bring us to the S rank, okay? So S rank for me, right off the bat, Vampire, hands down, best single target damage dealer in the game. He still holds his title strong at S rank. One could argue that he could go to SS, but for me personally, I don't like to put every single cookie on SS, right? Like, I like to try to break them up, and I think SS cookies for me, that rank is going to hold true to any team comp that you are building. Those 4 cookies, running those on any team will definitely add a ton of value and pretty much allow you to clear more content. So that's going to be what SS is. Vampire is going to go on S for me. Best single target damage dealer in the game, as I've already said. Not only that, you just need him. I mean, obviously, no matter what you're going to do, if you want to rank high in the Guild Boss Battle, running a Vampire, 100% the easiest way to go. Not only that, I mean, just overall, really, really good synergy with pretty much any team comp. Next one up we've got is going to be Herb. Now, Herb is going to be your budget best option if you don't have Pure Vanilla, right? So let's just call it like it is. Herb's the best healer in the game if you do not have Pure Vanilla. Once you get Pure Vanilla, you can bench Herb. You're pretty much never going to utilize Herb because they play the exact same role, but on top of, healing, Pure Vanilla also does those shields. So again, if you don't have a copy, obviously you need to run Herb for any PvE content, especially the higher episodes. Moving on to the next one, and that's going to be Black Raisin. Now, Black Raisin, 100%. I have been sleeping on Black Raisin. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've done a lot of research and discussion with like Whisk Takers Guild. Shout out to you guys, by the way. Thank you very much for all of the resources and help that you guys, give me. But Black Raisin apparently scales really, really well. I've been sleeping on her, and not only that, I've been told that her damage is actually really, really significant over other AoE cookies. Now there are some things that have to play out with her, but nevertheless, she deserves to be on S rank. So we're gonna go ahead and throw her here. Next up is gonna be the one and true, probably one of my favorite cookies in the game, and that's gonna be Rye, right? I just overall love her kit and style. Very, very cool cookie. Again, another single target damage dealer. You can obviously run like the Rymon comp, but it's not really gonna be something that you're gonna be able to run in PvE or, you know, whatever. It's more PvP style, but Rye definitely deserves a spot when it comes to the PvE content in the game. Really, really good for for guild boss battle, and then pretty much just like I said, another single target damage dealer that you can run on your team, and really good for like the Chaos Tower when you can only run like specific, you know, types or classes for cookies. So that's gonna be Rye. Next up is gonna be that brand new one as well, and that's gonna be Mango Cookie. Now, in my opinion, and you guys have heard me say this already in my live streams a ton, Mango's pretty much taken the spot of Espresso, right? Like, I mean, it's hard to argue. Mango adds a small, like, minute attack buff to all of your cookies on your team composition, and then not only that, pretty much covers the entire board with his skills. So it's really, really hard to argue. Mango's going to be up there on that S rank for me in my personal opinion. I'm moving right along to the S rank, and that's going to be bringing us to Latte Cookie. All right, so I think Latte has fallen a little bit since Mango has came out, because Latte is really, really nice, but the whole premise behind Latte is utilizing like her, you know, interrupt or, you know, shut down ability on her Latte. So yeah, you can argue that she does do AoE damage, and if you didn't have Mango, then utilizing Latte, and that's going to be why she still ranks at, you know, A rank. She's not on the bottom, she's not on B or C, she's there on A, all right? Moving on to the next one for A, and that's going to bring us to Almond. Now, Almond, again, has been one of those cookies where I haven't really invested too deep into him, but everybody that I've talked to talks really, really highly of him. Whether it's PvE or PvP, he can add a lot of value, especially pairing him up with, like, you know, the Rymon comp, or, you know, the vampire Almond comp, where you can obviously take like vampire's damage and spread them across like 5 individuals. So again, very, very niche, but very, very good. So don't sleep on Almond. Definitely one to invest in. The next one up we've got for A rank for PvE, and that's going to bring us to Lily. Tiger Lily again adds a stun, a like smaller stun than like Sea Fairy Cookie, but again, very, very niche, but can be really, really good, especially if you don't have any of the other units from the S rank and you're just trying to add a little bit of damage and you're trying to cheese some of those, you know, specific stages in the world exploration, again, like 725. Moving on to the next one, and that's going to actually bring us to Strawberry Crepe. Now, this one might surprise you, because in the past, Strawberry Crepe, we've kind of talked about her only really shining in the arena. Well, we're starting to see Strawberry Crepe actually being utilized a lot in PvE, especially for free-to-play 100% players, because it really comes down to, especially early game, investing in the specific cookie that will help you carry through PvE and PvP content, and that's going to be Strawberry Crepe. Strawberry Crepe is going to fit that niche. She's very, very good for PvP, but she also can add a ton of survivability to the later episodes in PvE content, and that also allows you to invest in one cookie and utilize your experience jellies more efficiently. So again, definitely going to be on A rank for me. Now, moving up the list this time around, and this is a quite surprise for a lot of people, and that's going to be Mushroom Cookie. So Poison Mushroom, welcome, my friend, to the A rank. So I'm going to be placing him here on A. I personally have not had a good chance to test him yet. I've been building him, so video coming soon as soon as I can test him out for myself. But I mean, pretty much, I think the Whisk Takers put out a video. Go check it out if you haven't checked it out on their YouTube channel, utilizing, you know, the Poison Mushroom in guild boss battles. So 100% definitely recommended there, because he's going to be really good for guild boss, because they found out that his skill or his poison damage does not reflect back on the overall team. And with that being said, that allows him to pop off 2 times on his damage over time or his poison on the guild boss. So making him very, very user-friendly. 100% recommend building that guy, especially if you're starting out in the game as of right now. The next one up is going to be Pastry. So welcome, my friend, again to the A tier. So with Pastry Cookie, a lot of people are building the speed meta comp right now, especially in PvP. But in PvE, they're also utilizing her as an AoE damage dealer. So if you jump into the game right now, maybe you're early in the game and you're trying to build out some of these damage dealers, and you happen to get lucky and pull a Pastry, it's not a bad cookie to invest in, especially as an early game AoE. You can easily get by with it, all right? So 100% check out Pastry if you haven't done so already. So it's kind of a niche little, fun little build, but it can definitely be used. Alrighty, now diving into the B rank we've got up here for you guys, and the first one up is going to be Pomegranate, right? So Pomegranate obviously needs to be somewhere on this tier list. I didn't want to place her any higher because she really only shines for me and for a lot of players right now in the guild boss battles. So outside the guild boss battle, you're not really going to be utilizing Pomegranate through any other content when it comes to the PVE aspect. Moving right up is going to be, again, another shock to a lot of players, and that's going to be moving Espresso down to B tier, my friend. I just don't think anybody currently right now in the game should be investing in Espresso. I think we've had enough magic users and enough AoE damage dealers that pretty much just outshines Espresso, man. I mean, Black Raisin came out, man, and she's pretty much just shut down Espresso 100% when it comes to AoE. And then now Mango. So Mango's come out and again, outshining Espresso, outscales Espresso, and this is just further pushing Espresso down the line. So Espresso, B tier, moving down the list again as well, and that's going to bring us to, RV. So, Red Velvet. So Red Velvet is going to be B tier for me. Again, very, very niche cookie. Not a lot of people are running him. If you do not have another charger or a frontline unit to use and you get Red Velvet early on, again, not something bad that you can just, utilize for the time being, but in the long run for PvE content, he's pretty much just non-existent. You're not going to use him. Moving on to the next one, and these three, I'm going to go ahead and place these three up here because all three of these ones, so Milk, Yam, and Sparkling, they only make B tier because of early game progression. If you're jumping into the game and you do not have a frontline tank right off the bat, but you do have a copy of Milk, then obviously you're going to want to utilize him right off the bat. Same thing for Yam. I got Yam really early on. Again, another easy DPS unit to just use to help progress to the story mode if you do not have any of the cookies above them. But again, just keep that in mind. Same thing for Sparkling. Just keep that in mind that these three are only options if you have nothing else on this list, all right, that fits these same classes, okay? So just keep that in mind. That's gonna be why they're there. Now, moving on to C, that's gonna house everybody else. Now, again, I do apologize if you happen to use some of these cookies, and that also includes the brand new Lilac cookie, all right? I personally think when it comes to PvE content, all of these cookies on this bottom C tier are not going to be really used, right? I mean, sure, if this is all you have at the beginning of the game, you can definitely utilize some of them because like we said at the beginning, I mean, you got to use what you can. Like at the time of watching this tier list video, obviously you got to build what you can to progress further in the story so then you can unlock more cookies via the summonings, sessions and the crystals. So again, use what you got, but you're not going to really utilize these. You don't find these in a lot of team compositions. That also goes for the brand new Lilac cookie. It sucks because I did want him to be a lot more valuable, and I think he would have been if he stayed as that ambush doing a lot more damage, but they kind of nerfed his damage, threw him into the support role, and not only that, they scaled his attack off of attack speed, so he kind of only really fits the PvP aspect, and not only that, specifically really niche PvP being, that being the speed meta comp that's currently going on right now, all right? So again, when it comes to PvE, Lilac's not going to really be ranked on that list. I don't think he's worth swapping out any of your main team comp that you already have been building for the past couple of months since the game has already been released. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to pretty much conclude our tier list video for PvE content in Cookie Run Kingdom, all right? So as always, let me know down below in the comments if you agree or disagree, man. I want to hear both sides. I want to know why you disagree, man. Drop your statement down below. I would love to hear it and discuss about it. Not only that, I think everybody loves hearing what everybody, either their defense is when it comes to their argument, or also, if they agree and why they agree, versus just it being me, Kodeations. But with that being said, as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get notification every time we drop a video. We've got a Discord link provided down below. I try to put this in every one of my videos because we would love to have everybody over there. We've got over 1,000 people just that play Cookie Run Kingdom, so we've got tons of help and support for anybody looking for an awesome community, in a home. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I will see you guys on the next one.